so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Marcus, defense, Marcus.
Hey, Haywood.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
DJ Shark. A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Here's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
On the double.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he slings one that's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Let's
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Set. 180.
Mike Popo. Get this swerve on. Tighten up, tighten up.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Great.
They run with Hines, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. James. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you, punk. Check, Kenny.
Here's Hines. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Slam.
Out of the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here we go. 8, read.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is taken at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play action. It's Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch your leg. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Great.
Kill. No take. Spell.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Switch. Slam.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Fournette. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Fournette. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw it. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Minshew sets to throw. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. After the run, Newton going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
We're set. 180.
Mike, 44. Here we go.
20.
Go to Mike. Go. 3 buzz.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch the run.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Minshew. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
G-Con, 132 fighter.
Fournette running out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
To the set. 180.
Watch both balls.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
8.
From the gun, Newton flushed out right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Christian, Travis. Go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Five.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Third and 12.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They run again with Hines. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary. Credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Jaguar
down. 60 Pittsburgh.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. 61, matchbox white. Ready?
They keep it with Fournette on first down. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
First down, Jaguars.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Alpha. Hard. Check out.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll let this go. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he finds McDonald. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Check. Hey, get in the weight room.
On first down, it's James. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hatchet.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Gun. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They snap it to Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down now, it's Hines. Look at the spin. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Hines. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's James. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Bang, 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 bang. Say. He's checking. Crash. Check 9.
On 2nd down, it's James. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you...
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Mike, 55.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Jacksonville, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right.